friend, Henry Flowers here. Man, look here. I got a testimony. This is great. I just got my first sponsor. I got my first sponsor. Look at my sponsor video. It'll tell you all about how I'm going after sponsors and what it means to me. But listen, I got my first sponsor and I'm fired up because what this means is that the 5-step plan that I put together in my book, Bored to Death, 5 steps to get to the life that you say you want to live. What it means is that the first goal, have a plan. Listen, it's not just something that I'm talking to you about. It's something that I am doing currently right now. I'm 42 years old and there's still a life that I want to live that's greater than where I am right now. And so the first step in my plan is to have a plan. And I'm telling you, when you begin to write things down, things that you want to do, something powerful happens. You know, of course, the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, so when people read it, they can run with it, okay? They can see the vision that you have, but bigger than all of that, listen, it shows people your value, shows people whether or not you are serious about what it is that you want to do. And I wrote my vision down about my book and the things that I believe in concerning young people and how I want to help them get about the business of living in a ridiculous, unreasonable, ridiculously awesome life. And I wrote it down. And as I wrote it down, I began to study it and practice it. And I went out and I talked to somebody. I talked to my dentist, and not even planning on my dentist being one of my sponsors, but he said, hey, listen, tell me what you're excited about, Henry. And I talked to him about it. And I said, hey, here's my book, and here's what I want to do. And man, I'm looking for sponsors to do this so I can help young people do that, and blah, 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 blah. And he was like, hey, that sounds great. Give me 20 copies of your book. I want to do it. Listen, this is great. Dr. Eddie Taylor at Great White Smiles right here in Irmo, South Carolina, United States of America. This guy has become my first sponsor, and he decided to invest in my vision because he saw my plan. And I was able to articulate it to him in a way that delivered power, and he saw the value, and he saw that my plan was not just about me, but that my life is about making an impact in the lives of others. Folks, listen, friend, that is where the good life is. But you will never get to the good life unless you write it down. Write it down simply. What part of your plan can help you get to the point where you make a tremendous impact in the lives of other people? That's where it is, okay? So, this is great. It's a great day for me. We'll talk more about this later. Listen, get my book. You have to begin to write a plan. Have a plan. Write it down. And then when you write it down, you begin to talk to people about it because it becomes real to you. Hey, listen, there's a time to be humble and not brag on yourself. And there's another time where you got to get about your plan and begin to talk to people about what you do and who you are and what you want to be and the value that you bring to this planet. That's how people will invest in what you are doing. Hey, listen, humility, I'm all about humility, okay? I did not want to hear LeBron James say, I'm the best player in the world. I didn't want to hear him say it. I believe that he is. I just didn't want to hear him say it. It comes across wrong. Okay, it just sounds it sounds full of pride. But listen, when it comes to business, it's different. In business, you have to begin to talk about your business and the value that you bring to other people. See, that's the difference. So when you have your plan, when you write it down, people will begin to invest in you and say, hey, I believe in what you are doing. That's the difference between pride and delivering value. So listen, there comes a time in business where if you don't blow your own horn, if you don't talk to people about your value and about your plan and about what it is that you want to do to impact the lives of other people, if you don't blow your horn in business, nobody else will. Booyah.